Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, May 27th. We're looking at the last 2 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And boy, oh boy, a couple of bizarre trading days. Algo's gone wild. No rhyme or reason to a lot of it. The one thing I did know is when we took out B's high, I had a very, very small short position, got out of it because I said there's something not right. I did not go long, but sometimes just staying out of troubles is just as good as having a long trade. I had a good day overall, had a very good morning, had a great morning, especially in C and D period. Let's go over a couple things, though, which I find truly bizarre over the last couple of days. So we gapped high yesterday. We had a weekly and a daily gap. We filled the weekly gap today, right? We took out Wednesday's high. That was the weekly. We did not fill the daily gap. Still over 100 ticks. We had indices that were tremendously higher all day. We had value that was higher all day. Yet we never saw the opening after the first 5 minutes of the trading day. Then today we open, same thing. Open around the same area, get below it, and then we don't see the opening again. Until the price probe in M period. And here's what's really fascinating. We opened with higher value. Then we had overlap in the higher value. Then we had unchanged value. We had overlap into low. I actually had lower value for a brief period of time in SPY today, and we end up unchanged value. We did tremendous volume between the price probe last night and values low yesterday. Tremendous volume here. And that's where our POC was. Only end up 7 wide as we just get away from it. It looked like a trend day up when you look at it. If it wasn't for A period, we would have had single prints. Truly, truly bizarre day. 26 time frames, and we spent one time frame basically above the opening, and that's on the price probe today. Really is amazing. The bulls don't give up. We went through, we got above that 302.50 level. We have an outside day up. So the SPY took out yesterday's high, and then we went $2 lower than yesterday's low. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm only looking for shorts down here. Maybe we're going to go and take out the daily gap, and we have a possibility of an outside day down. And then lo and behold, when we got back into range and this started, and then we took out B's high, I said to the trading room, I said, look, I had a very small short. I got out of it, said, I'm not sure what to do. It's okay to be neutral. I'm going to be neutral, but I would not be short here. And I said, we have to look for an outside day up if we get through the opening. And that's what we come out with. Incredible. Really incredible. As far as my day, so A open, went down below the opening, took a short, wrote it down, right to the POC from yesterday. That was a nice trade. B period, took out A's low, came back in. I didn't take it right away, but B period got up. I was going to take it around the POC, never got there. I took it right when we got down below value low yesterday and took it right back down to the day's low at the time, which was nice. And then C and D, I had a really good day. C period, before C took out B, you can see things had changed. The value had changed to overlap into lower. Things were changing. Volume was picking up on the downside. So right before we broke B's low, I took a nice put and then scalped it a bunch of times in C. Had some awesome trades in there. And D period open. Now, D did not take out the low, which I said is a key thing, right? Usually you're going to take out the low. If you're going to go lower and continue and have continuation, you got to take it out right away. We did not, but it rallied, took another nice put it to bed when it came down. And then I said something had changed. We had an inside bar. I actually got long in E. Once E took out D's high, I got long to fill the single prints. That was a nice one. Then I was looking for an afternoon rally high. Why? Well, let's see. By the way, NASDAQ had a close to a 300-point turnaround. It was down 200 points at one point today. Almost a 300-point turnaround. It's amazing. But we were overlapping a lower value. We were basically floundering. I was like, we never got to the opening yesterday when the indices were really strong. I don't know if we're going to get to it today. So I was looking for an afternoon rally high. I took a short in both G period and H period. And it worked nice. They both worked. I had some left again in J. It was very small. I was looking to see if we flush. I was thinking about adding. Good thing I didn't. I said, if we take out G&H is high, B's high is gone, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. And that's what happened. I got out. I had 10 contracts left, got out of them, and then basically watched the show. I actually got long the ETF in SPY and M period. Before we popped the top, I'm like, we're going to do it. I bought 100 shares, came in and bought another 100. Took them back up, got out of them actually as soon as we popped the day's high. Could have had a lot more out of it, but that was fine. I don't really like trading them, period. It was a very good day. Again, it doesn't hurt. I've been doing this for 37 years. It's not embarrassing. It's not shameful to say, hey, I'm not sure what the market's going to do, so I'm staying neutral. And that's what I did when we took out B's high. I knew something had changed. Value was still overlapping the lower. We still hadn't taken out the openings from the last 2 days, but something obviously was changing. So, yeah, I could have gotten on board, but you know what? I wasn't comfortable with it. But it's certainly better than taking a short and getting stubborn. And I didn't do that, stayed out of trouble, had a good day. All right, destinations for tomorrow. First one on the upside will be today's high of 303.57, and we closed just below it. Then we don't have anything to 304.18, the afternoon rally high from March 5th. Then 308.47 daily high, 313.10 daily high, and 313.84 monthly high. Amazing I'm giving these numbers. But again, trade what's in front of you. For the downside, we go out with a price probe. Now, price probes have been being rejected. Certainly on the downside, they've been being rejected. As you can see, it was rejected big time today early, but we battled it a good part of the day for 7 time frames. And then we exploded. So, price probe at 3, that's A's high of 302.22. Then below that, we have the afternoon pullback low in H of 295.45. And today in H, I had said, well, is G our afternoon rally high or is H our afternoon pullback low? I really wasn't sure at that time. Obviously, it was the afternoon pullback low. And then we have today's low of 296.87 and then filling the gap at 295.63, a 124-point gap. Charts. And these charts are still a little screwed up. I keep changing them, but they keep... I'll do it at the end of the week. Anyway, monthly. Look at this. I don't know why monthly... It's showing us closing at 283.13 today. These charts are totally screwed up. So that looks pretty bad. It's not like that. Monthly, inside month up, with 2 days to go, we're $8 above last month's high. Way above this trend line. Again, that's totally wrong. I'll fix the monthly and the weekly at the end of the month and the week. But we are firmly in balance, but it's an inside month up. It's pretty positive. Next step is that big 313.84 monthly high of March. Weekly. Is weekly the low? No, the low's not. Nothing's right on these things. Okay, weekly. We are up, right? We did fill the gap. But we're up, remember, 302.50, right? I rounded it out. Well, right now we close at 303.50. 1 day, 1 week doesn't make a market. However, the bulls are certainly going in the right direction. If they get accepted above that 302.50 level by the end of the week, well, there's really nothing stopping them from getting to that 313.84 weekly high and monthly high. Okay? And then on the daily, again, above. Now, the daily is right. That chart's right. 290. Look at that. Look at that little hammer we have. As we went $2 lower than yesterday's low, filled the weekly gap, didn't get the daily gap. I said, we were talking in the room and somebody said, well, nothing's really changed unless we fill the daily gap and get accepted into this 5-day balance. I said, that's 100% correct. Right? Even though we filled the weekly gap, I said if the bulls don't get accepted back below 297.87, right, which is this 5-day balance high, they're still in control. Well, lo and behold, they bounced off that weekly fill, the weekly gap fill, and fly over the 200-day moving average, close above yesterday, outside day up, which is a pretty positive thing. I'm going to still call it balance since we took out yesterday's low, but it's an outside day up, which is pretty powerful. Volume 100 million with the after hours, so it's going to be better than average. Nothing spectacular by any stretch, but still better than average. Again, the ball is in the Bulls' court. They could run with it. They have free reign up to around the 308 level, then the 310 level, and then the 313. They have free reign to get to some daily highs. Why am I not showing that 313.10 daily high? Something wrong there. I have 308.47. Oh, there it is. 313.10, right, and then 313.84. So they have a clear path to these 3 days highs. See if they take advantage of it. Good day in the trading room today. We had everybody on board the short early in the day, and did my best and think I succeeded in keeping most people out of trouble once we got above B's high as far as taking shorts. Come check us out, camelbacktrading.org. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.